For me, the number one driving thought around digital video is that it's not advertising. And so the way you write it, the formats, the production cost, the whole production process, totally different. And so we started with Nike, to your point, 12 years ago, and we actually built an operation, literally a dedicated operation, which we ultimately ended up offering to all our clients, as many more clients started to understand the value of video, in particular as social platforms grew, because people were able to share more and more video content. But it was very clear that, number one, it's not, I mean, maybe there will always be that cool viral ad. And God bless. That's just not what we bring to the world. What we bring to the world is what I would refer as purposeful content. So that long form content where the brand purpose is celebrated, possibly more so than a specific product or a specific campaign. It's a celebration. In the case of Nike, certainly, it was the celebration of this ideal that Michael Jordan was representing, which is fly above, right, rise above, and that spectacular capacity that Michael had to stay up in the air for a little while longer, and from there, what kind of behaviors, what kind of values does that inform? So, for example, we went to Iraq, we went to China to follow people that were rising above their conditions, the tough conditions. We went to the US as well, by the way. It doesn't have to be Iraq or China. But we found some amazingly inspiring people that were basically all in their lives living based upon those values that Jordan was represented. Basketball was there in some shape or form, but the shoe was not necessarily always there. But Jordan was, because we were very much celebrating the unique values of Jordan. And so the brand was very much present without being in your face. So for me, that's the crux, is what is the inspiring or the value add or the purposeful content that I can bring to an audience that will have currency, that will be shared. And again, the Old Spice is cool, God bless. That doesn't require a whole new operation to do. That is what great advertising has been doing for a while. But what I'm talking about is different formats, very different production budgets, and different writing and different content ultimately. And that's the kind of content that we've been producing and that I think the internet consumes. Again, there will always be a room for entertainment. Maybe that we have a different proposition to bring to the table. Lessons learned, well, as I said, I think it takes a different organization a little bit. The production costs cannot just be at the same level as traditional TV kind of production values. We're talking much smaller budgets, and a different operation has to be put in place. The question around what are the social legs in this content, right? We're celebrating. That's why asking ourselves, where's the purpose, is helpful, because yes, it's about views, but it really, in our mind, it's more about the time you spend consuming the content and the shares, the engagement that you have with that content, which we measure in time spent and or sharing. And that happens in our mind when there is great social currency. So what is that social currency that that we need to have? So you write your content with that in mind. You try to imagine the social dynamics that could take place. And then there's the media aspect, which is where do you put it? Do you put it on Facebook? Do you put it on YouTube? Where's the right channel for this kind of content? So three kind of lessons or takeaways. What is the purpose? Creating a different type of content. What's the social dynamic of that content, and where does it go? Not all channels are the same. We don't believe in pushing the same thing to everything. We believe deeply in a data-driven, personalized, relevant approach. So where is that moment that makes sense for this video to be consumed, which channel, for what audience. That's again bringing the direct mindset to this initiative.